Now that you've logged into Gaggle, we're going to go ahead and take an overview of all of the features that are available in Gaggle. We won't go specific into any particular application at this time. We will cover each one of the applications in detail as we go through the various videos. The very first thing that you'll see is that you will be taken to your Home tab, which is shown here, and in your Home page there are several boxes, and each one of these boxes is referred to as a widget, and each one of these boxes can be customized to hold bits and pieces of information from other applications within Gaggle. And we will show you how you can customize your home page in future videos. But for the time being, the default features that are available in the Home tab are homework drop boxes, which are shown by this first box here, a widget for your blog, a widget for your agenda, one for your message boards, one for the social wall, which is something like Facebook, and a widget down here for the weather. And we'll be discussing each one of these here in future videos. The very first thing that you would want to go to is when you're going into Gaggle is, of course, check your email. And there is a button here for mail right up in here. So if you click on this button, it will reveal various folders that are available inside of Gaggle Mail. And the first one is the inbox folder. And as you click on this inbox folder here, the tab up here will become available. And if you had email that had been sent to you, you would see it listed here, and you would be able to read it down here. If you are new to Gaggle and this is the first time you've logged in, odds are you will have a blank email inbox just like I do here, but we will have email messages put in here pretty soon, and you'll see how that works later on. You also have a folder down here for blocked messages, and you'll notice that the inbox tab has been replaced by the blocked tab, and this here will list all email that has been sent to you but blocked through Gaggle, or email sent to students and blocked by Gaggle too, and we'll be talking a little more about that in the future. You have a drafts folder where you can have all your email drafts saved before you send them off. You have a sent folder, which is basically a list of all emails you've sent out to students and teachers. You have a folder for all deleted email. And this is important because when you delete email inside of Gaggle, it's not really deleted, it's just placed into a special folder so that you can always go back and retrieve it later if you'd like to do so. You have a folder for starred email, and that would be email that you would place a little star next to, which is something that you want to get back to later, but you don't have time at the moment, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later on. You have folders for various contacts here, and we'll talk a little bit about how you can address email messages to recipients and how you can organize your contacts. You have a folder for SMS threads, and we'll talk a little bit about that when we get to the social wall. And you have a generic folder here called My Folders, and we'll talk a little bit about creating your own folders here within Gaggle. Underneath that, you have a button for My Classes, and this would be populated with your students. In my account, I don't have any classes or students populated in here. You might have this shown on yours. We'll talk more about My Classes in future videos. If you go down to the next button called Applications, this is where we will be spending the majority of our time. The very first application is called Live Chat Support. So if you're not able to get a hold of one of us here at Central Office to help you with any Gaggle question, you can go ahead and click on this application, and it will launch a chat support page where you can talk to someone at Gaggle, and they can hopefully help resolve whatever issue you're having with Gaggle. The next application is a calendar application where you can create your own calendar of events and agendas. The next one is the Digital Locker, and this is where we will be spending a great deal of our time in training, because Digital Locker is where you will have a great resource for using files, sending files, receiving files, using Web 2.0 applications, and we'll be talking quite a bit about that, and we'll be spending a lot of time in the Digital Locker. The next one is the homework Dropbox, and a homework Dropbox is basically a special folder where students can drop in homework assignments, and their other students are not able to access that information or those homework assignments. The next application is a social wall, which is something like Facebook. Underneath that you have a My Blog, which gives you access to your own personal blog. Underneath that you have access to GaggleTube, which is a filtered version of YouTube, so you can go ahead and search various YouTube videos and watch them within your classroom, and they've been pre-filtered for questionable material. SMS texting is another feature we will cover, where you can use your cell phone to send messages to Gaggle. We have message boards here, and those are sort of forums or a bulletin board sort of feature that's available through Gaggle, and we'll be discussing that too. You have your profile pages, and this is where you can go in and customize the profile for your account, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And you also have an application which gives you access to training videos provided by Gaggle. We try to provide a great deal of information in our videos, but we don't cover every single piece that is associated with Gaggle. We try to focus on a lot of the content that is geared specifically towards Gaggle integration and teaching, and there might be certain things that we don't cover within our videos, and if you want to have access to those, you can click on this icon here and it will take you to a great deal of video resources that are available through Gaggle. The next button down here is the portal links, and these are special links that are created by us in instructional technology so that you can have access to some of the critical pieces and instructional pieces that we support. The last one down here is student admin, and this is where you would see a list of all your students in your classroom, and you would be able to manage their access to Gaggle, and we'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later in future videos. So that's an overall look at Gaggle. As we start the next few set of videos, we will be going specifically into the application of the Gaggle applications that are available.